Pluto's long 3.5-year third subperiod of the 7-year-long total zero declination period lasted from January 8, 1862 to May 9, 1865. These were the major years of the Civil War, since the war ended on May 26, 1865, a couple of weeks after this third subperiod was over. A couple months into the period, on March 13, 1862, the U.S. government passed a law forbidding Union soldiers to return fugitive slaves to their slaveholders, so the government was now taking legal steps to end slavery altogether. On May 26, 1862, Pluto switched directions, still over the equator but at zero north declination now, not zero south. A few days later, on June 1st, Jefferson Davis assigned the 55-year-old General Robert E. Lee command of the Army of North Virginia for the South, after General Johnston was wounded in the Battle of Seven Pines. On June 19, 1862, Lincoln signed into law the Territorial Slavery Act, outlawing slavery in all current and future U.S. territories. Then, on August 6, 1862, Pluto switched directions again, his second of 5 reversals during this third subperiod. Pluto went from zero north to zero south declination. A couple weeks later, from August 28th to 30th, 1862, the Second Battle of Bull Run in Manassas, Virginia was fought and won again by the Confederates, this time under the command of General Robert E. Lee, whose Army of Northern Virginia defeated the Union's Army of Virginia, led by Major General John Pope. The battle was much bigger in scale than the first one. General Lee, now brimming with confidence and flushed with victory, was inspired to attack the Union in his Maryland campaign. So a couple weeks later, on September 17, 1862, the single bloodiest day of the entire Civil War and in all U.S. history, the Battle of Antietam took place in Maryland with 22.7 thousand dead, wounded, or missing. This time, General McClellan's Union Army of the Potomac defeated General Lee's Confederate Army of North Virginia near Sharpsburg, Maryland, and Antietam Creek. This was General Lee's first invasion into Northern Territory. He was outnumbered 2-1 and finally withdrew his forces on September 18th across the Potomac. President Lincoln immediately capitalized on the Union victory at Antietam to issue his preliminary Emancipation Proclamation on September 22, 1862, though it didn't go into effect until January 1, 1863. It was an executive order that changed the legal status of more than 3.5 million slaves in the South to that of free people. In practical terms, it meant that once they escaped their enslavers and fled to free states or territories, they were considered permanently free. They were also to be welcomed into the armed services to fight in the Union Army.